Hey, what's up everybody? Megan and I went scalping for the first time today in Homosassa, Florida, and it was great. So the season's been kind of slow from what we hear. It was supposed to be pretty rough, and we were out there in the water for 4 hours and we ended up with 1 gallon of scallops. So in this video, we're going to show you us going out there, catching some scallops, and then we're going to return back here, and then we're going to show you how to clean a scallop, and then we're going to try them 2 ways tonight because it's getting a little bit later. We're going to try them raw, and then we're going to throw a little butter and some garlic on it. So hope you like the footage. That is awesome. Yeah, let him go. What's the draft on this boat? Running about 5 inches. First time scalloping, huh? You excited? That was awesome. Scalloping. So excited. Megan, we're gonna get you with your first scallop ever. She loves to be on film. Megan's first scallop, huh? Your first scallop ever? All right, put it in the bag. All right. Megan just helped me score the first one of my life. Yes. Hey, babe. Finally got one. Without your help. Woo! Yeah, 2 in my bag. Just 2. This is awesome. Each one's like a little treasure. Got a gallon of scallops after a few hours underwater. Captain Tommy put us on them. If you've never been, you got to do it. It's awesome. Once you get the hang of it, you start seeing them. They kind of stick out, kind of like lobstering. A lot of fun though. Real easy to do. 4 feet of water. You don't have to be too athletic. Okay, so we got our gallon of scallops earlier today, and what we have here is a scallop. It has a dark side and it has a light side. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the dark side, the scallop up, and we're going to take a knife and we're going to insert it along the top and separate the muscle from the top of the shell. Now we put these on ice, which is why they're open now. It numbs the muscle up and allows the shell to open up so you don't have to pry it. So I'm just going to slide the knife right along the top, and then when I open it up, I can discard the top shell. Now, what you see in here is the dark stuff and the meat. So the dark stuff is the innards, and what you can do is you can either scrape it all off, which is one way to do it, or you can take your knife and go towards the back of the shell and pull it up and over, kind of like you're putting on a, almost like it's a t-shirt that you're taking off. So I just went up and over. This little membrane that connects the innards to the muscle slides right over the top. Okay. And what you can see here is that I've just separated that. And I'm going to take the knife and I'm going to separate that last little bit, and the muscle is going to be free and clear. At this stage you have 2 options. You can either cut the muscle out, or you can scrape all the innards out and then remove the muscle. Why do 2 steps? So I'm just going to take my knife, I'm going to scrape that muscle out, and there we have it. Nice pure white meat. I'll get that cleaned up, but for now I'm going to put it on ice. Alright, so we got all the meat out of the scallops. And of course, as you go, the quicker and quicker and easier it becomes. So what I have here is a scallop where the meat is fully removed. I have a little bit of soy sauce. I'm going to try this one raw. Now, Megan is allergic to normal scallops, so we're not going to film her eating this just yet. She's got to taste a little bit and make sure that these are safe to eat.
And I don't break out in hives and go into anaphylactic shock.
Yeah, I've seen it happen in that restaurant. It's not pretty. No hives, no anaphylactic shock. So here we go. I'm going to put a little soy sauce on here. Now, I've never had one of these raw before. I've been told they're pretty good. Just going to coat him up. Okay. And here it goes.
Wow. That's a disturbed look.
No, I have no words. I am speechless. So, holy crap, that's really good. It's not like buttery. It's because it's got a little bit of firmness to it, but it breaks apart real easily in your mouth. There's no fishy flavor to it. Yeah, this may be my new favorite raw seafood. So, I'm gonna try one more. Because you can never be too sure, right? Just one may not have done it justice. We'll do a little bit less soy sauce. Here we go. Okay. I thought that one was more seafoody, but you know what? That was just the salt water. All right, so last night I ate 2 raw scallops and they were delicious. Tonight we're gonna cook them up. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make pasta with bay scallops in a butter, onion, garlic sauce with some lemon, some basil, and some tomatoes. We're gonna take our bay scallops, which are here, and a little bit of seasoned flour here. We're gonna dredge the scallops in the flour. We're gonna fry them up in that mixture.
To begin our recipe, we're going to throw in a good pat of butter. That's about 2 tablespoons, and we're going to let it melt. Next, we're going to add in our onions and our garlic, and we're going to saute them until soft. Once the onions are sauteed, we're going to go ahead and add in our dredged scallops. You want to mix these in well, and if the mixture looks a little dry, you can add some more butter or olive oil. You want to continue to stir until they're brown and cook through. This is going to take probably about 3 to 4 minutes, maybe a little longer, depending on what temperature you're cooking at. Once they're completed, take them out. We're going to remove them from the pan, and we want to save all those nice brown bits that are in the bottom. As you can see, once they're all out, we're going to go ahead and we're going to deglaze the pan. That's some lemon juice. You can also use white wine. Next, we're going to use some chicken stock and a little bit of the starch water from the pasta that we had reserved. This helps to thicken. Next, we're going to add in tomatoes. That's 1 whole cut up tomato. And this is just going to freshen it up a little. We're also going to add in a little bit of good balsamic vinegar. You don't want a bad one. You want a decent tasting balsamic vinegar. This helps to add a little acidity to the dish and a little sweetness as well. Finally, we're going to add some pepper. Just a few twists of the grinder. And some basil. We're going to let this come to a simmer, and then we're going to add some salt. Next, we're going to thicken the mixture with arrowroot powder. Like cornstarch, it's a thickener, and you want to put it into a cold liquid. We're just using the rest of the reserved starch water. You want to mix about a tablespoon or so into the remaining, and you want to pour it into the hot liquid. Never put the arrowroot or cornstarch directly into the hot liquid or it will clump. Finally, we want it to be a little creamier. So you can see how the sauce is thickened with cooking from the arrowroot powder. We just want it a little creamier, so we're going to add another pat of butter to it. We're going to stir that down until it melts through, and the sauce is going to continue to thicken just slightly during this process. Next, we're going to plate. As you can see here, we've got some egg noodles. You can use any pasta you want. We're going to lay our freshly cooked bay scallops on top. Those look yummy and brown. Next, we're going to go ahead and add the pan sauce that we created in the final steps. You can add as much or as little as you'd like.
So we just showed you how to make the pasta that's sitting in front of me, and I gotta tell you, it smelled really good while we were cooking it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try. Megan, we're not so sure if she's allergic to them or not. Megan's eaten a couple bay scallops tonight. So far, no anaphylactic shock. That's a win. But in the interest of safety, in all seriousness, she's gonna refrain from eating in this video. So this one's on me. So here we go. First, the scallop with a little bit of dressing. adding that extra butter at the end made that really silky and creamy. The basil adds a real freshness along with the lemon, and that tomato just adds a little bit of earthiness along with the fruity taste of the tomato. So it's this great combination. Now here's the pasta. Yep, definitely a dish I'd do again. So if you've never been scalloping, definitely recommend doing it. Definitely recommend making this dish. And you know, be adventurous. Try them raw, try them cooked. This is a real simple way to do it. And please, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button. If there's something you want to see in a future video or questions, you know, please leave a comment below and we'll be sure to answer you guys. And remember, dinner is waiting. Go and get it.